Hello, hello! Welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I see people filing into TikTok in particular. Jessica, Amy, Scav, and Tess are all here. Amy knows what time it is. It's Stumper time. As promised, we're going to be solving a Saturday Stumper today. This is an Arkadium specialty that's well known as one of the hardest, probably, I think, the hardest crossword of like mainstream crosswords that comes out regularly. And we did one for the first time on the channel last Saturday, and we just barely scraped by, I think, but it was a lot of fun. And so we got Mark here saying hi, Scav already registering a guess, and Barbara on Facebook saying good morning. Glad to have you all with us. Glad there's so much interest in challenging crosswords. So just a reminder, these puzzles are not themed, so we shouldn't expect a theme today. The whole concept here is that it's a wide open grid with sort of unusual entries and brutally hard clues. Yeah, Jessica is just learning that we're doing a stumper and sent us a heart, so she's excited for the stumper. And you know what? Today, like, we might fail. It might be the first time ever that we do not get confetti. I think that is entirely possible, but we're going to try our best and hopefully enjoy the process. So maybe we jump in. Usually at this point, I have a ton of guesses for one across, but since it's a stumper, no one has really registered anything specific. Minnie is like covering her eyes. And D shared the live, and Jess just joined. Okay, ready to stump. So did anyone know group of windflowers? One across group of windflowers? I'm already out of my element here because I don't think I know what a windflower is even, let alone what groups of them are called. So I think I want to start at the short ones. 3-letter words tend to be easier. So let's begin at 3 down. Let's begin at 3 down. Mood music. We have a question mark, which means don't take this clue straightforwardly. I actually have a guess for this. I actually think I might know this. Yeah, Devvox D Ledition and Scav. Yeah. I think we actually have our first answer. Emo. In fact, I have used this very clue in a crossword of my own. And I'm not trying to make my crosswords brutally hard, so maybe we got lucky there. 4 down, rocket rival reduced. 3 letters. Rocket rival reduced. Okay. Trying to think. Think of word associations with rocket. It could literally be rockets to the moon. Method says, I was thinking windmill for the windflower. Is that what a windflower is? A windmill? Anne McGrary says, I think one across is anemone. Anemone. It fits. And Scav says, yeah, you guys know anemone? I don't know this. This is a group of flowers. Barbara's laughing at emo as the answer. Yeah, it's a good clue. It's like moody music. You're moody. Oh, Tina is pointing out that the Rockets are a basketball team. Or Tina said a sports team. Bugs said it's basketball Rockets, and then Scav came in with Mavs. That is teamwork, guys. That is total teamwork. I love it. Yeah. Okay. So maybe Mav. 3 letters. I think that's good. Yeah. Dad Not Dude likes it. All right. We trudge on. Most popular people mover. Most popular people mover. I am pretty stumped by this. Oh man. Somebody are too good at this. Jesus. Scav and Ledition both giving really good guesses. The same guess, in fact. Otis. Otis is a major brand of elevators, as Tina points out. Yeah. Most popular people mover. So I guess Otis products move elevators and escalators, I think. Yeah, Dad Not Dude like Otis. Wow. Yeah. No, we're really in it right now. That would have taken me way more crosses. Bit of bad behavior. Bit of bad behavior. I actually have a guess at this one. Yeah, Effon's saying it's a lift company. Yeah. I have a guess of bit of bad behavior. 4 letters. And if I know it, surely someone in chat can know it. I'm not sure. It could also be time to check the crosses. What do we think? Yeah, Efon, I was thinking what you were thinking. Yeah, and ST5, yeah. Exactly. No. That's a no-no. It's a bit of bad behavior. Yeah, Tina likes it. Okay, I think that's a good one. Barbara's like, I gotta study more. Listen, Barbara, these are not always this hard. We're doing this on purpose. I think it's Tess who always asks, like, make us regret it or something. Like, Tess is a masochist and wants to feel the pain. So today is the one day of the week that we're gonna try these brutally hard puzzles, and then it'll be back to puzzles that mere mortals can solve. Inferential intro. Ledition says this seems easier than the Saturday Stumper we did last week. Yeah, that might be right. So far, I would say we are making more steady progress. Yeah, ST5 likes the hard ones. I like them too. Dad Not Dude and Rick. Rick is here, yeah, saying ergo. That's a really good answer. Inferential, when you make an inference, you say kind of therefore, and that's what ergo means. And new SAT or new SAT website says lol masochists unite. Yep, that's what we're doing here. Larry Locke is here, fellow masochist, also with ergo. One making people from pixels. Okay, I think we actually have this. Wow. All right, maybe I overplayed how hard these are, or maybe you guys just rule. Yeah, Petrea Burton is here. We got Jasmine in chat and Tess. Anne and Jessica and Minius Mini. Everyone's saying animator. Yeah, nice. And Nathan Bates is on YouTube saying animator. I think that would have been very hard without any letters in place. And Nitish is back, and Vedart is back. And there's a oh, I messed that up. There's a Mazile. But you make people from pixels. Yeah, you animate things. I think that makes a lot of sense. Rather cold. Rather cold. Okay. With a lot of this word in place. Doesn't immediately jump out to me, though. Not like animator did. I felt like that was a lock right away. I'm still a little unsure. Ooh, Sanguine says unloving. That's nice. I mean, it's not nice, but you know what I mean. Ooh, and Amy Gal and Tess say unmoving, which actually also works. Huh. Okay. So maybe we put un in and check 2 down? Blake asked for 2 down. Let's check 2 down. Shade close to sapphire. I remember last Stumper, there was a clue about biscuit, and it turned out they were talking about the color biscuit. Beige, the color biscuit. Okay, what color are sapphires, first of all? I think sapphires are blue. Ooh, nice. Okay, we're actually cruising here, guys. Maybe we're gonna have an early day at this rate. Tina and Scav. Yeah, so Jerry and Devvox are both saying that, and Minnie are all saying that sapphires are blue. But Efon and Blake and Tina are all saying Nile blue is a shade. I've definitely heard of Nile blue. I believe it's close to sapphire. It looks good. And so it was unloving, rather cold. Unloving. Very hard clue for unloving, by the way. Runner who ran the London Olympics. Okay. Anyone know any famous Olympian runners, 3 letters ending in an E? Do we know this? I don't know. Dead Not Dude has registered a guess. Do people? Yeah, and then Scav is like, "Who's that?" Dead Not Dude says it's Sebastian Coe, and Dave Miller is here saying Coe. Okay. Ooh. See, I don't even know half this stuff. Fool Giant says Coe. All right, I trust you guys. Coe is a runner in the London Olympics. Let's do 14 down. Where hands are often raised. Ooh, I think I see this. All right. Maybe not so stumpy today. Maybe not so stumpy. Where hands are often raised. Yeah, nice. I like what Fool's Giant is saying, and Jerry and Blake and Devvox, D, Jessica, and Sanguine all saying, and Minnie is Minnie, all saying auction. Yeah, you raise your hand to bid in an auction. Unknown Stuntman. And Sam is here. Okay, cool. One more long? Do we think we can do it? One down? Reveal that you're running. I think I got this. It's a very hard clue. Think I got this. Jessica putting money bags in chat because we're talking auctions. Yeah, Luke got it. Snicks and Coco. Elizabeth Beth. Now chat is really moving. I love it. Yeah, Cletus is like, oh, like for office. Exactly. I think the idea is running for office. But even once you know that that's what the clue is talking about, it's not that obvious what they're getting at. But it's announce. I think this actually works. You announce that you're running for office. Nathan Bates on YouTube likes it. Okay. We continue on. Ooh, Mayday wrote anoints, which I don't think quite fits. That might be one letter shy. Oktoberfest participants. Oktoberfest participants. I thought this would be obvious. I guess it is obvious to some of you. Oh, Barbara wanted annoyed for reveal that you're running. I think announcing a political candidacy makes sense. But yeah, Anne and Larry, Efon and Kristen are all saying tubas. And Blake is saying like in company band. Wow, that's hard. When I think of Oktoberfest, I think of, beer steins and long wooden tables. But tubas. Yikes. All right, 27 across. Favored somehow. Jessica finding pretzels. How do you always find some emoji relevant to the clue? It's amazing. There's no tuba emoji? Cleta said annoyed because the hardest part of running a marathon is not telling everyone. So that's why I see. Okay. No tuba emoji. I'm actually surprised by that. So Amy Gal. So okay, Vedart and Nitish on YouTube are saying in line, as is Ledition. But people on TikTok seem to prefer in love. And then ST wrote in luck. So we actually have a couple different options. Deb shared the live. If anyone else's friends or family are into brutally hard crosswords, and send this to the masochist in your life. Favored somehow. Go to 30 across. Yeah, let's do it. Blank globe, retina locale. Yeah, Barbara wants in love as well. Amy says in luck is good. Let's see. Let me read the clue again. Favored somehow. Yeah, actually, in luck does really work with that clue, doesn't it? Someone named Steve is writing Oculus. But I kind of like Andrew T. and B. Browder's suggestion a little bit more of ocular. It could be Oculus Globe, but something about Ocular Globe sounds a little better. Ocular is definitely an adjective. Fool's Giant likes it. Mayday likes it. An ocular globe. This would have been very difficult, I think, if we didn't have the prefix OCU already in place. So retina locale is the ocular globe. Yeah, that's good. It just got ocular. Okay. 23 down. In the days of blank. In the days of blank. I would have thought that this was your. If we didn't have letters here, I would have thought the 4-letter in the days of your, right? Oh, wow. We had some real crossword smarties at Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I'm impressed by you guys. Blake, Tess, Ald. So this means old, I believe. Auld Lang Syne is the song you sing at New Year's. I can't remember what the full thing means, Auld Lang Syne, but Ald means old. So this is like an old-timey way of saying old, in the days of old. And then in luck is in luck, because it turns out it is in the crossword. I think that's right. Well done to everyone. And Warthog is back. Okay. We carry on. Satchmo style. Anyone know what Satchmo refers to? I just noticed we have a grid spanning entry here. This one middle entry spans the entire grid, 15 letters long. Oh, Chris is saying Auld Lang Syne stands for times long past. Okay. And Dad Not Dude is correctly saying that Satchmo is Louis Armstrong. It's his nickname. Jazz singer, as Carissa points out. Exactly. Felicious. Okay, so people saying Louis Armstrong, but what's Satchmo's style? Like, Louis Armstrong is definitely not going to fit in 24 Down. I think B. Browder is close. Oh, it's possible that TikTok is what's it called, censoring this. Scat singing is the type of singing that Louis Armstrong would do. I think people who are writing Scab and Scar actually got that. Yeah, T. Minius Mini on YouTube. I guess YouTube doesn't block that. Awesome. Money depicting Garbo. Okay. The only Garbo I know is Greta Garbo. She's a famous actress of old. And so maybe this is like, so what currency would have Greta Garbo on it? Where is she from? Okay, Warthog is saying kroner. Yeah, kroner. Although there are 3 different spellings of kroner in chat. Kroner with an E. B. Browder, yeah, and Dad Not Dude pointing out it is Sweden. So kroner is the currency in Sweden, and Greta Garbo, I guess, was Swedish. This works. I don't wash my hands is back saying, do you still remember me? Dude, I will never forget you. I don't wash my hands is not a username you forget, and I'm glad you're back with us. Okay, kroner. Here we go, 32 across. Let's look at the spanning entry. Data sharing protocol. Data sharing protocol. What do we think? So we already have need to. Wow, someone's username, I'm never going to try to pronounce this. It's like DDMGJ. It's definitely just mashing the keyboard. But Lori Porcio, I can pronounce that. And Kristen Affini, we got a bunch of newbies in chat. Not newbies, you guys aren't newbies. I mean new names to me. Diego says, I'm so trash at crosswords. Hey, Diego, this crossword that we're solving right now is the hardest crossword in all of crosswords. So we do this every day at noon Eastern time. If you're new here, Diego, and almost always the crosswords are easier than this. They're still challenging, but when we're all together, we can solve them. But this, don't feel bad if you're looking at this and thinking, I could never solve this, because a lot of us in chat can't solve this on our own, and we're solving it together. But I love what I'm seeing Tom and Jen all saying, need to know basis. It's a great phrase. Data sharing protocol, yeah. It's on a need-to-know basis. Very good. Mayday says, I like doing it like this. Helps me get better without being frustrated. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I like that style too. And everyone knows something about something. DDMG says, where are these crosswords from? I'm very glad you asked. They're from Arkadium.com. You can check the link in the bio. And they put out like 12 different crosswords every day. So we're solving one from the Stan Newman's daily line of crosswords. You can find that at the site. But they have tons of it. You can find the LA Times crossword there, lots of other crosswords, plus tons of games as well, mini games. So do check out Arkadium.com. And every Saturday, Stan Newman puts out a Saturday Stumper, and that's what we're solving right now. And it's intended to be frustratingly difficult. Oh, Blake says it's my kid's birthday, so gotta run. Well, wish your kid happy birthday for us. Teach him some new words. Or her. Mayday, D, Felicious, and Warthog. Very quick on this one. B badgering. B badgering is nag. Snicks and Coco, B Browder wrote nah. I think nag is a little better. Living Lennon wrote nag. And Grookey. Wow, we got so many new names in chat. So heartening. 29 down, noted works. By the way, if you're new here and you don't follow us, do consider it. It helps us a lot, keep the show going, but it also helps you because we stream every day and you don't want to miss our next stream. So following is a great way to keep in touch. Okay. Ooh, I see. I like this clue. Carlito, B. Browder, Lucy, all saying songs, noted works. God, that's beautiful. Noted as in comprised of notes. Songs are comprised of notes. They are noted. That is pretty funny. I think it's my favorite clue so far. Vedart and Nathan on YouTube also got notes. And Carlito is calling Snicks and Coco my queen. Do you guys know each other? Dickensian sound of surprise. Oh, someone named Bastia Joron followed us. Thank you. Okay, this is going to be a syllable of surprise. I feel like it could be a lot of things. Amy and Coco and F on like Oho and Azix like Oho. Lucy does too, so maybe it can't be a lot of things. Nitish is like OMG. That would be really, that's definitely a sound of surprise, but it's not very Dickensian. We're talking Charles Dickens. Mayday followed us, thanks. So I don't think that Charles Dickens was saying OMG, but I like the idea. Oh, Tess is correcting Kroner. Is it not an E, it's an O? O? Okay, we'll put that in. Carlita says she does various word puzzles usually at night. Who does? Sorry, I missed who you're talking about. Living Lennon also wants OMG. Wordle 2 wants Oh My. Okay, maybe we do some downs. Too many possibilities. Oh, yeah, and Barbara wants oh like this. So, yeah, these sounds of surprise can kind of be anything. Oh, Snicks and Coco does a lot of word puzzles. So you guys do know each other. Well, I love that you love word puzzles. I do too. That's what this channel is all about. Hey, I missed 19 across. Maybe we should do this real quick. Not too distantly. Yeah, we can actually peel off another letter here. I didn't even read the clue for this, or maybe I did. Piece of an edible boat. Piece of an edible boat. Nice, yeah. Warthog and Wordle 2 and Damien and Living Lennon are all saying soon. And then who's this? Go Nathan is writing Nacho. Nacho. Can someone explain this to me? Why is a nacho a boat? I don't think I understand this one. The H works with a lot of the guesses on the Dickensian cry of surprise, but I don't understand. Are nacho boats a thing? I'm confused. Felicia's is just giving me 4 question marks. That's how I'm feeling. Yeah, Deadbug's like, never heard nacho boat. Oh, taco salad, Larry says? Interesting. The healer and the something followed us. Thank you very much, healer. Okay. Oh yeah, sushi boat is definitely a thing. I've had a sushi boat, except it doesn't work with the other things we have. A singular nacho could be the sail of an edible boat. That's what Bring Me Some Cheese writes. Nacho served in a paper boat-shaped plate. Okay, never would have gotten nacho. All right, maybe it's not nacho, honestly. Nobody can really explain it. A nacho boat is a paper boat-style plate that holds nachos. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, Nathan on YouTube says it describes the dish it comes in. New to me, but we move on. Pre-qualified. Warthog and Jessica and Tina all saying schooled. User 73 liked the live. Thanks, User 73. Schooled. Pre-qualified. Schooled. Oof. Is that really hard to anyone else? It's not quite locked to me. Oh, Tina and Mayday and Living Lennon are suggesting screened. Brittany likes screened as well. I actually kind of like screened more. Afeni does too. Schooled was a good guess, but screened somehow, how do you describe this? Pre-qualified. Like, I've already been screened, I've already passed my qualifications. You know what I mean? Maybe we check the R. Gets too close to. Gets too close to. Okay, I actually think I have this one. Yeah, Barbara on Facebook likes screened as well. B. Browder prefers screened. Wordle 2 prefers screens. Schooled did make a certain kind of sense. Yeah, some named Art NP, and Brittany and Justin and Petrea are all saying crowds. And Snicks and Coco, who loves to do word puzzles at night. Yeah, it gets to, if you get too close to someone, you're crowding me. You know what I mean? Carlito just had an aha moment. So it was oh ho. Good job to all the Dickens fans out there who said oh ho. Oh ho ho. All right, great. I'm feeling good. Guys, we're crushing this actually. We're actually really flying through a Saturday Stumper. One thing I've noticed is that these corners are rather segmented, especially this one and this one. And so now that we've gotten A, C, and the bottom letters of screened, we are getting no more help from the outside world in this corner. We are completely on our own. Superglue solvent. But maybe being on our own is just fine. User 86, Devvox, Lucy. Oh, Reed Farmer writes acrylic, which does sound interesting. But then corrects to acetone. I think acetone is looking good. Diego likes acetone, and Alex N. Acetone. Yeah, acetone is like nail polish remover, but I think you can also use it to get superglue off, right? Stephen Wilson likes it. Bastio Geron, I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce your username. All right, acetone. Maybe we don't need help from the outside world. Tess says, I feel like we were tortured a lot more last time. I agree. I think there is some very natural variation in how difficult these are. But, and this one might be on the easier side of a Saturday Stumper, not to make us feel worse. I'm still finding it challenging, but you're right. We were definitely tortured more last time, to put it in your words. What a troubleshooter might fix. What a troubleshooter might fix. Someone called Your Average writes, hi, I'm new. Well, hi to you. We're solving a crossword puzzle together. You can see your clues in the middle of the screen. If you think you know the answer, write it in, and I'm facilitating a group solve. And this puzzle that we're solving is quite challenging. So if it's too hard for you, come back tomorrow. We stream every day, and tomorrow's won't be as hard. What a troubleshooter might fix. I'm still not seeing things I like. TV like this? What a troubleshooter. No way. I don't get that. Does nobody... Maybe I haven't been paying attention, but I don't think I'm seeing... Do we move on? Soggy French Fry says, tech nerds, I summon you. Is that because they're the troubleshooters? 10 down, please. McAfee, says Leah. Oh, Snicks and Coco has a really smart idea, and ST is seconding that. Yes, set fee? Oh my god, you fix a set fee. No way. That's too I think that's too extra. There's a Mazial says acrylic is used to glue nails. Acrylic is solvent. So are we thinking acetone is wrong? Or maybe we okay, we're gonna ask it for new. Let's do 8 across. They'll go along. Scav is saying, what's a set fee? I could see like what a lawyer fixes. A set fee, because lawyers have fees that are set and they fix them. You fix your rates, like kind of like that. But I don't really think of a troubleshooter as someone who has set fees. You know what I mean? They'll go along. Dustin is pointing out that it probably ends in S because it's plural. They'll. Very good contribution, Dustin. Let's put the S in. Blake Frood. Okay, people are saying all sorts of different things. We were just saying how this puzzle's so easy, and now, or not as hard as promised, and now I think we're flailing a bit. They'll go along. Scav and Tina write Pacers. And Afeni likes Pacers as well. Wow. Amy Gauss is 8 down because it's short. I think that's smart. Let's do 8 down. Cats finale. Okay, well, Cats is obviously a Broadway play, a musical. So, but my guess is that that's the misdirection. They want you to think of Cats the musical and the finale of that. But that it's actually probably meaning something else. Yeah, people are writing paw and purr, but I feel like these are just cat-related words. Does it really work with the clue? Oh, a bow? Like you bow at the end of a show? Oh no, we're actually suffering here, I think. Tess, you asked for it. Do you feel the suffer? Because I don't feel good about anything in this section. Jenny Pepper is writing nap. Cat's finale is a nap. That at least engages with the finale part of the clue, like it's your final part of wakefulness. All right, we move on. Let's check the S, because we feel good about the S. Was brimming. Was brimming. We already have the ED, so the was is kind of tapped on this. Tess is like, I spoke too soon, yeah. Enjoy the pain while we're here, Tess. Okay. Yeah, 13 down was brimming. Tina says stoked. Someone whose username is just a sparkly heart says shaded, was brimming. I see, like a brim of a hat. Shined, stewed, smiled. Oh no. And Carlito saying this is too hard, LMAO, yeah. We spoke way too soon. It's like the puzzle's punishing us. Okay, 12 down? Or what do we do, actually? How do we feel about Pacers? I'm not 100% on it. Make better as a mandolin. I have an idea. I actually think we might get this one. If I can get it, you can. Yeah, I'm still getting guesses for 13 down, but there's so many things that fit, and the clue is so vague. Oh, soggy French fry writes refine or reline. Yeah, refine. But I like what Mayday and Brittany are saying, and Carlito. Okay, there are actually a lot of different guesses, Coco and Blake, but a retune? Like a mandolin is a stringed instrument. You make it better by retuning it. That was my first instinct when I saw this. Leah likes it. Lucy on YouTube likes it. What do we think? And so maybe we do feel good about Pacers. They'll go along. Pacers are like in a race, the front of a race, they set the pace for everybody else. Still don't really get the clue. They'll go along. Okay. Planetary circler with Juliet. Oh boy. Who knows their planetary bodies? Brittany followed us. Thanks. Oh, Joe Mama says, it's a mandolin the thing that slices cucumbers? I think it's both. I think a mandolin slice is like a kitchen implement that slices vegetables, but it's also a stringed instrument. Carlito, I'm on the same page as you with this one. I think it's referring to a moon. When I think of a planetary circler, I'm picturing a moon circling a planet, and I'm guessing that Juliet is the name of a moon in our solar system. I happen to not know what planet it orbits, and even if I did, I wouldn't know what other moon joins it in that orbit. Scav is saying that Juliet orbits Uranus. Mayday is saying Orion, but I don't think that fits. Coco is saying Saturn, but we need the moon. Like, they're not asking for the planet here. Keep that in mind. We're looking for the name of a moon. Stephen Wilkinson and Six and Coco say Oberon. Is that the name of a moon? Ooh, or is there a hint here that Juliet is a Shakespearean character and Oberon is, and so they named the moons after Shakespeare characters? Or am I totally lost? Tess, you asked for this. None of Uranus's moons start with E. Okay, maybe Pacers is wrong. I never felt 100% on that. Okay, we checked 21 across. Check 21 across. Online community builder. Okay, I can actually make sense of this one. They'll go along. People are saying escort. I don't think I understand that. Oh, they'll go along. An escort. So this isn't even a T. An escort. They'll go along with you. Oh my God. Who got that? Well done. Okay. This one I feel good about. Online community builder. Yeah, Ledition. Yeah, Mayday is like someone who walks with you, exactly. Stephen Wilson and Baba Yaga say a forum. An online community builder. I think a forum that brings people together online looks really good. Yeah, non-plural, as Warthog says. Yeah, they just referring to a nameless person. Oh my God, Jenny Pepper, Cat's finale is S. Oh, that's brutal. Brutal clue. That's the hardest clue in the puzzle so far. Literally, the word cats ends with the letter S. The finale of the word cats is the letter S. Ouch. Deadbox like, OMG. Yeah, Deadbox is getting Dickensian on me. Tina's like, so good. Carlito's like, LMFAO, wow. Joe Mama's like, finally. Yeah, we did. I actually feel like we're right. That's right. Pontoon Causeway creator. Pontoon. Oh, and ST5 is pointing out that was brimming is probably teamed. Yeah, okay. This actually makes a lot more sense without the S. Because to team is to brim, to overflow. So was brimming teamed. I like that a lot. And now we only have 4 squares left in this section. CB, Larry, End Aid says CB. And Larry and Snicks and Coco. So CB is kind of like a group of, it's like naval construction group, right? So they will build things like causeways. I think that is right. And have we even looked at the clue for 17 across? We have not. Rays play there. I am guessing this is another sports clue because I know the Rays are a team in Miami. The healer says my husband was a CB. That's a cool job. Dad Not Dude says St. Pete. St. Pete, Florida. Because this is a team in Miami. Rays playing St. Pete. Yes. And it was Set Fee. Whoever ages ago suggested Set Fee. I apologize for ever doubting you. What a troubleshooter might fix. Set Fee. I still find this clue a little. I'm casting some side eye on 9 down. But you do fix a fee. I think that's part of the wordplay, but I don't think of troubleshooters as people who charge fees. And what was this? Literary, oh, we didn't even look at this clue. Wow. Literary Lee's lifelong pal. Interesting. So I'm assuming this means Harper Lee was lifelong friends with Capote. I actually recently learned this. Cardin followed us. Thank you, Cardin. Thank you so much. Okay. New section. We survived. We're out of the upper right. And I'm feeling good about being back to the center. Pumpkinkin homophone. Oh, set might be a TV set. Huh. Maybe. That still doesn't give me that aha feeling I was looking for. Pumpkinkin homophone. You guys are wild. Computer techs have set fees to do diagnostics. Yeah, I guess that is the idea. There's just something, troubleshooter to me feels very casual, not like a profession. I'm a professional troubleshooter and I set fees. You know what I mean? But I think I'm getting too in the weeds here. This is awesome. Yeah, Piers and D are pointing out carrot. So I guess pumpkin is a shade of orange. Carrot is a shade of orange, and this is a homophone of carrot spelled this way. How about that? How about that for a clue? By the way, fun fact, carrot is the only 2-syllable word in English that has 4 homophones. There are 4 spellings of carrot. It's the only 2-syllable word with that property. You could put a C here. So this is the unit of weight in gold. With a C, it's a unit for diamonds. Unit of weight in, no, it's purity for gold, weight in diamonds, it's a vegetable, and with an E, C and an E here, it's that little symbol above the 6 on your keyboard. That won't let me type it, but it's a little carrot symbol above your the 6. 4 different types of carrots. I think that's cool. Yeah, Devbox is nice trivia, and Dad Not Dude likes it too. I'm glad. That took a long explanation, but I think that's really cool. Ball storage areas for Rockies and Diamondbacks. Okay. More sports. More sports that I'm not going to know. I need my sports fans. By the way, I never credited the constructor, Saturday Stumper by Anna Stiga, so we can thank Anna for all our suffering today. Scav, Rocky. Oh, so Dad Not Dude is saying humidors. Scav is saying these are cigars? Rockies and Diamondbacks? No, ball storage areas? I'm so confused. Confused again. Tay Nikki followed us. Thank you, Tay. Why did I start this at the longest answer in the section? Because once again, look, we're choked off again. It's like this section up here. We're getting no more help. People say humidors 100%, but please fill me in. Why? Matthew is saying, yeah, they're baseball teams. Devbox saying, I was thinking baseballs. But do you store baseballs in humidors? To keep the baseballs regulated? Maybe it's dry in there, Warthog says. So I guess it's believable you don't want your baseballs to expand or whatever, you want a consistency when you're playing professional sports. So maybe they do actually keep them in humidors? And Joe Mama is saying, no, you store cigars in humidors. So maybe Rockies and Diamondbacks are both types of cigars, but why ball storage then? Yeah, check 41 down, see if it starts with an H. Thank you for the tip, Matthew. I will do just that. Number 2 in literary character portrayals. I am coming up pretty blank. Ledition and Scav both quick on Hamlet. Devbox likes Hamlet too. Someone explain the number 2 to me. Yeah, everyone's guessing Hamlet. Why number 2? And I'm not trying to be annoying. It's just you got to be really diligent about these clues. Like the clues are not haphazard. They are written particularly. And if everything in the clue you can't make sense of, then it's a sign that you're in the wrong direction. I hate Pogs. Devbuck says Romeo is probably number 1. Oh, it's probably the second most popular character to be portrayed. I see. That's the idea of the clue. So in terms of like how many people have played Hamlet or versus how many people have played, I don't know, James Bond or whatever, maybe Hamlet is number 2 on the full list. Is that the idea? Interesting. Lucy says to be or not to be with the number 2. That's funny. Bring Me Some Cheese thinks Scrooge might be number 1. Six and Coco is saying Holmes, though. Ooh. People are trying to overthrow Hamlet here. We got a little grassroots mutiny going, wanting Holmes instead. So Holmes is the second most popular character to be portrayed. I guess we check crosses. Who's number 1? Does anyone know? That's an interesting piece of trivia. Since Grand Slams paid cash. Since Grand Slams paid cash. Grand Slams, I'm thinking tennis. Do they not pay cash anymore, by the way? Yeah. Amy put something in chat that does make sense to me. Kind of, though. Scav and Ledition also writing, and Piers writing open era. Tina says it's probably right. So we're talking, Dad Not Dude says tennis or golf. So I also don't quite understand this clue, unfortunately. I get that it's an era in tennis or golf, and opens are the, open tournaments. I don't get the cash association. Okay. Call from above. Call from above. Did I look at this clue already? Yeah, Devvox. Let's see. Yeah, Carlito says any sport that won that's not obvious to me, I'm out. But I did go to US Open 2 times and it was fun. That's cool. Yeah, I like up here. Someone on YouTube is singing Baby Shark to me right now. Call from above is up here. Yeah, W Dub is back. It says up here. Call from above. Oh, and then Devbox is pointing out that the LH is weird. Tibetan for place of the gods. Ah. Yeah. I like what Piers is saying. Okay, Beer Browder says open era refers to an era where professionals could compete with amateurs in Grand Slams. Okay. But then, so do they not pay cash anymore? They paid cash then, but not now? That's confusing. Ryan Badowski says gotta be Lhasa. Yeah. This is a city in Tibet. So I guess it means place of the gods, but it makes sense of the LH, so I'm feeling good about that. Jenny Jelly is here, getting it right. Okay. I Hate Pogs knew it. Lucy knew it. Sweet. So it looks like Holmes is actually correct, guys. Holmes is the number 2. Someone should look up. I'm very curious who the number 1 most portrayed, unless people want to guess Holmes. I'm trying to think who would be more popular to portray than Holmes. Jenny Jelly sent a heart. Thanks. Less likable. Less likable. Oh, Denise is probably Hamlet. Yeah, maybe. Joe Mama says Spider-Man and Bond are my guesses. Tess guesses Dracula. That's interesting. Dondi and Jessica. Steven says Jesus is number 1. I mean, Jesus might be the most famous person to ever exist, but I don't know about played on screen. Bastigeron says, I think it would be Sherlock, and Holmes is his number 2. I don't know about that one. McNaughton is saying meanie. No, I think meaner. I like what Brittany's saying, meaner. Less likable would be meaner. William Acuster likes that as well. Okay, meaner. Less likable. Oops, I looked at 2. Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost previously. Okay, so it's how you say previously in the book Paradise Lost. Oh, Joe Mama's saying number 2 might be referring to his last name. Number 2, like surname in literary character portrayals, maybe. And Ryan says, I thought Holmes was most portrayed. Carlito says, I just checked Google. That says Holmes is number 1, but Atticus Finch and Dracula are on the list. Oh, no. What do we do now? Air Now. Dad Not Dude says it's Air Now. Logician got that as well. So, like, before now is how you would say previously in Paradise Lost speak. Living Lennon got that. Nice. Okay. We're doing all right. I think we're doing better in this section than this one. A couple missteps. Humidors was weird. Holmes was a little tricky. But I think things are working out. Outrageously extreme. Outrageously extreme. B. Browder, D. Damien, Dondi, Warthog, McNaughton, Dana, Andrea, all saying insane. Yeah. Nice. Denise ATX, Tiana Joyner. Everyone knew that one. Nice. Ecclesiastical Aid. Okay. This would have been hard without the letters in place, but I think we have enough letters that we can do this one. Denise followed us. Thank you. And Austin Pitt is saying Deacon, as is Chris Not Kimmy. Yeah, Deacon. I Hate Pogs. Okay, yeah, Deacon is an ecclesiastical aid. And now we only have a little bit left. Hangover. Hangover. Wow, that's a hard clue. I see it because we have almost every letter in place, but what a clue. I swear, when we're all together, okay, who in chat thinks that they could solve this crossword on their own within, I don't know, 2 hours? Or within a day? Or at all? Yeah, I like what Larry's saying, menace. So if it menaces you, it hangs over you. Joe Mom was like, I could never. Dad Not Dude's like, not so much. ST5 says me, lol. Antsy, antonym. Okay, Tess says Guinness says Sherlock is second and Dracula is first. You got it, Tess. Nice. Okay, I trust Guinness on this one. The minis means like I can't even complete regular crosswords in a day. Certain Ovis Aries crossing Antsy, antonym. I think Brittany and Wordle 2 were saying serene. And Nathan Bates on YouTube and Barbara McDowell on Facebook are saying you for the Ovis Aries. I guess this is maybe the family or order or species of sheep. All right. Only kind of like a corner and a half here. What might hold your notice? What might hold your notice? Innovative Finger says, it's my second time on this channel. Well, I'm glad you came back. We do this every day, so tomorrow could be your third time. What might hold your notice? Wordle 2 says text. Ria says tack. Aaron says tape. What am I supposed to do with this? Everyone has a different guess. What might hold your notice? Text? Tape? Oh, I actually like tape. I wasn't sure about it, and then I wrote it in and reread the clue. Like, tape holds up your notice? Is that the idea? Yeah, like, oh, but tack also. Oh, now I feel deflated. It really could be tack also. All right, well, maybe TA is right. Let's verify. Audio alerts. Yeah, Carlito, tack is probably better. We can also check 52. Audio alerts at 51. And most spoken Canadian Aboriginal language. Yeah, Minnie's saying you got to think outside the box. It's true. No, like, I approach these clues with so much paranoia. Like, there's always something over my shoulder. Like, I can't trust any word. Betraya Burton, Snicks and Coco. Oh, it's Innovative's birthday. So glad you joined us on your birthday. End Aid, Carlito, and ST are saying Cree. Yes. I believe this is a native tribe in Canada. Canada. So that makes sense. And importantly, it works with tack, which was our theory. And Aid followed us. Thank you. And Tina is saying APBs for audio alerts. Yeah, this is like when the police put out an alert that there's a crime in the area. I think this is making sense. Stadt am Rhein. That sounds German to me. Brown Bear followed us. Thank you. Let's see. By the way, I do really like this clue. What might hold your notice? Not obvious, to me at least. So you guys were quick on tack and tape. Innovative is sharing his birthday cake with all of us. Stadt am Rhein. So what is this going to mean? Anyone speak German? Yes, Gav's like, who knows German? That's why we're all here together. It's got to be someone who knows German. Carlito's guessing Kyle and Kirk, but these seem like just random guesses. Or do you know? Oh, I think they're last names because of... All right. Maybe we do... What do we do? Across? Stott is street, says Dad Not Dude. Okay, I Hate Pog says Köln. Oops. Köln, which might be a city in Germany. Köln? All right, where do we go? Should we attack it from the top? 34 down. Outlaws. I actually know this one. I think this is actually a pretty straight clue. Outlaws. Yeah. I like with Deadbox and iced, what is that? Iced honey oat latte. Iced honey oat latte. Okay. Took a while for me to parse. Both say bans. Yeah, for outlaws. If you outlaw something, you ban it. So I think that looks good. And let's do this one. Alacrity order. Alacrity order. Oh, I think I know this one too. Okay, Nathan Bates is saying that Stadt am Rhein translates to city on the Rhine. Okay, so maybe we are looking for a city here. And Köln is a city in Germany, I believe, that I've heard of, and people were suggesting. Okay, what do we think? Lucy is saying ASAP for alacrity order, which I also like. Alacrity means like quickly, with alacrity. So if you're ordering someone to do something quickly, it's ASAP. That's looking good. Aquafina alternative. Okay, Aquafina is a bottled water brand. I can think of a bottled water brand that starts with DAS, as can Ice Honey Oat Latte, who likes their beverages. B. Browder and Brittany and Austin Pitt and Papa Bear and W Dub coming in with Dazani. Warthog got it. McNaughton got it. Yeah, Dazani and Aquafina, both water bottle brands. Inhales up or down? Vedart says, is that hard for me only? No. Nothing in this puzzle is hard for you only, Vedart. This is hard for almost all of us. Except, save for a few crossword fiends. Papa Bear followed us. Thank you, Papa Bear. Yeah, Lucy's like, it's defo a stumper today. I know. All that talk of like, oh, this is so much easier than last week. This is still a really hard crossword. Inhales up or down? Oh, wow. Charlie and Jenny Jelly and Snicks and Coco. That's a really good idea. Vedart says today's crossword is out of my brain box. If you feel that way, join us tomorrow. We will solve a less insanely hard crossword tomorrow. Snarfs. I really like that suggestion. Yeah, Method says props to anyone who can do this solo. I asked who thinks they can do this solo, and not many people raised their hand. Denise pointing out that snarfs up or snarfs down are both ways to just say inhale your food. Very difficult. We're looking for 36 down. It's southeast of Zagreb. Iced Honey Oat Latte says I can do the New York Times solo. That is awesome. I feel like I can also do the New York Times solo. I don't think New York Times puts out any crosswords that are quite as hard as this. Even their hardest crossword on Saturday, I think doesn't hold a candle to this in terms of difficulty. Method says I still never get nacho for the life of me. Me too. Honestly, that's going to be keeping me up tonight. Ah, the miniest mini. Nice one. Yes, Sarajevo. So Zagreb is in Croatia. Sarajevo is in Bosnia. So I believe that geography works out southeast. Well done. And we check the cross. Scanty. Scanty. I think scanty means, yeah, Lucy's like, I don't get nacho either. Some people were trying to suggest that you serve nachos in plates. See you, Vidart. I'll see you tomorrow. You serve nachos in plates that are shaped like boats, but... Okay, Wardle 2 and B-King are saying, and there's a smile, says spare. Yeah, scanty, spare. They both mean, like, not enough, kind of. Yes. We got Snowy in chat. Okay. Do we check it down? Let's check it down. With rather high frequency. Scav says I don't like spare there. Really? I feel like it makes sense. With rather high frequency. Oh, that's genius. Oh, I love this clue. Lucinda and Aaron. I had no idea where this was going. You guys are all getting this. That's awesome. Cat. I hate Pogs. Lucy. Everyone's saying mini. Everyone's saying infrared. Is it just me? I think that's an insanely hard clue with rather high frequency. Literally talking about the frequency of infrared. It's rather high compared to, let's say, visible light. I really love this clue. Because you think it's going to be something meaning often. Very nice. Yeah, Tess loves that clue too. National Soup Month. These are the kinds of clues that are ridiculously impossible when you don't have any letters in the grid, because who knows what National Soup Month is? It could literally be one of 12 things. But then the moment you get a single letter, like a J-A, or two letters, let's say J-A, then it can only be 1 month now. It's got to be January. But kudos to anyone who actually knew that January was National Soup Month. I guess it makes sense to drink soup in the winter. Diltridge is here saying January. Okay, Armada Ascent. Oh, Scav is worrying about 38 down, but I actually think I can make sense of this. Yeah, Warthog, Betray Burton, Charlie Rollins, and Diltridge came in hot with all these answers. Si, senor. Armada indicating that we're talking Spanish here, and si, senor is an ascent. Yes, sir. Fantastic. Iced Honey Out Latte says, oh, that's a witty clue. Yeah, I agree. Quote, stuff as dreams are made on speaker. Speaker. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah, Ledition got this one. Snicks and Coco. Charles, Lucinda, all getting Prospero. Prospero? Shakespeare character. This looks like Believer, doesn't it? We haven't even seen the clue. I'm already seeing people put Believer in. Let's check it. Disciple. Yeah, Believer actually fits that clue. Very nice. Oof. We only have 2 squares left. How did this happen? Warm benches next to press participant. Warm benches. Oh, the Tempest. Yeah, that's what it is. There's a Mazial. I don't know why I have trouble saying your name. It says the Tempest. Yes. Yes. All right. Iced Honey Oat Latte, Cat D. We got Max in chat and Denise all saying sit. If you warm benches, you're sitting on the bench. I'm sorry, if you warm benches, yeah. You're not playing in the game. You're warming the bench, you're sitting. And then Dad Not Dude and Diltridge. This is a great clue. Press participant did a pec. Pec as in bench press and your pec muscles. Hard clue. And we didn't even look at this. Shipped before settlement. Sent COD. Does this mean something to someone? Scav is troubled by it. Hold on, I'm getting drum rolls, but I want to understand this. Cash on delivery, Lucinda. Thank you for being helpful. Diltridge says, I like the clues today. I do too. I really think these are fun. Okay. Do we think we got, if we don't get confetti, I know the first place I'm looking is Nacho. But here we go. Let's try to see. Did we earn it today? Could be the first time we don't get it. Yes. Nice. Confetti. Perfect. Wow. Well done, everybody. That was very fun. It was a hard crossword. It was a very hard crossword. I needed all of you guys to get me through this one. A lot of very clever stuff in here. I really enjoyed it. I Hate Pogs followed us. Thank you so much. If anyone else is watching and doesn't follow us, do please consider it because it really helps us keep the show going. And we stream every day at noon Eastern time. I'll be back tomorrow with a fresh crossword. I really want to see you there. And if you follow us, it's a good way to stay reminded and keep in touch. Aaron Kimball followed us and liked. MJ followed us. So heartened by this. And we like the Stumpers, right? I'm thinking we make this a regular Saturday thing. I think these are fun. So let's do that. And in the meantime, do check out Arkadium.com because this is where this crossword comes from. They put out tons of other crosswords as well. If you're a subscriber to Arkadium, you could go to the backlog right now and solve last week's Stumper or the Stumper before that. So that's a good incentive because these crosswords rule. All right, I'm going to sign off and see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.